right, cool. Profile. 56. All right, let me see. Let's turn the brightness up. All right, cool. Boom. Let me let everybody know I'm live. Go live on Instagram. What is wrong with listening to grandma? Trying to figure out what's wrong with that. Copy links. I'm live. All right, cool. I gotta find create image. All right. Let's see what good granny Why are they all light? Why are they all light skinned? But whatever, dude. All right, we're gonna make this the thumbnail. We got the thumbnail. Who's on YouTube? We got 2 people on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, share. If you're on Twitter, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what the deal is. Like, ain't nothing wrong with listening to grandma. She wasn't there. She was there. We wasn't for sure. What's up, Nikki? It's cold in my room. So if you see me shivering, all right, now let's edit. Let's edit the thumbnail. Continue. Boom. Look at this nice grandma right here. All right. Nice. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Comedic Church is now following you. Just got a new follower on Twitter. Okay, cool. I'll follow them back. Cool. What was I about to say? Yeah, we're here on live though. What's up, Miguel? What's up, Goddess Foxy? How y'all doing today? Natab. But yeah, onward. Let's see what we got in store for the day. We already know we like to start out with the content for the day on Twitter. I got some new music. Check it out. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitter. 20. No quotes, just a retweet. All right. Cool. 33 people in here in total. Yeah, let's see what we got going on today. Before I even get into that. Got an article. There's an article to my screenshot Gaddy Boys video. This is a Red African by Jack T. Forbes, Now Reading Native American Slave Trade by Alan Gale. Must read for indigenous people. All right, for sure. One of those curious results. American Negroes should not lose ties with Africa. One of the curious results of fear and hysteria is breaking ties between African and American Negroes when we think of the help which Irish Americans have given Ireland and how Scandinavia, Italy, Germany, Poland, and China have been aided by their immigrants in the U.S. It is tragic that American Negroes today are not only doing little to help Africa in its hour of supreme need, but have no way of really knowing what is happening in Africa. When the Cotton Kingdom of the 19th century built on black slavery led to a campaign in church and society to discount Africa, its culture and history, American Negroes shrank from any ties in Africa and accepted the part in the color line by the 20th century. However, knowledge of Africa and its history spread in Negro schools and literature. Negro churches helped Africa. African students appear here in the movement, looking forward to closer. The Africa spread from blank World War II to 1945. African movement, international conference to unite at the Negro race in the mutual aid, information, and planning. A council on African Americans was formed in African Affairs was formed in 1939 under the leadership of Paul Robeson. We don't have ties with wonder when this article was when was this article published? Let me look it up. American Negroes American Eagles should not lose ties with Africa. When was this made? This was published in 1945. Yeah, we all have knowledge of Africa, but none of our own before the Europeans got it here. Right. Okay, so this was released in 1945. Citation information. You can find this in the University of Massachusetts, New York. Subjects, Pan-African movement, of course, the Pan-African movement. Pan-African Movement, Council on African Affairs, National Guardian. Okay. Okay, so that's the copyright. Citation information. Who's it written by? Permalink. All right, cool. This is the University of Massachusetts. The full continued on page 3. Do they have the full thing? PDF. View full. Is that the PDF? Oh, okay. So, okay. So they don't have access to, we can't go on to page 3. All right. Interesting, to say the least. I wonder why that is. Why don't you want to have ties with Africa? Why are American Negroes cutting their ties with Africa? Wonder why. Maybe because they don't actually advertise to them. Maybe not. That should be very telling. But who knows, right? But they said Negro churches. What you had the African? Didn't you had the African? When was the AME Church founded? They got a Founders Day. They got a Founders Day in 1816. Like they had AME churches. Like they could have helped them out. I'm sure they did. So it's not all the American Negroes, right? Cut ties with Africa. It's just like a good amount, a majority. So there's that. What else we got going on? What else we have going on? All right. All skin and kin. Shout out to Big Patches. Patches Big. Collective
Atlas of the Transatlantic.
Oh, that shit's loud. Ooh, geez.
Slave trade. This is by David Eltis. Okay, the Atlas of the Transatlantic Slave Trade by David Eltis. Okay, watch what it says. It says both, and I couldn't find this online. I couldn't find it online anywhere. Like as far as I could find it online, but I couldn't find it on archives. So I would have had to pay for it in order to read it, and I wasn't going to pay for it when I actually have the book. So I just took a picture of it and posted it on the screen. It says both buyers, Europeans, and sellers, Africans, saw the people traded into captivity on the African coast as outsiders. You see that? It said they saw the people as outsiders. So this kills the notion that Africans were selling Africans into slavery. That had never happened. Africans never sold Africans. Africans were selling and trading indigenous people of America. That's what they were selling. That's why they saw the people as outsiders. They knew those people were not the same as them. So they had no problem selling these people into slavery. You would be crazy and out of your mind to think that Africans would sell their own people into slavery. That is not what happened. Africans were selling indigenous Americans into slavery. How do we know that? Jack Forbes even knows. Because American Aborigines were being taken, or American Indians, the indigenous people of America, were being taken to West Africa as slaves. They were being taken to Africa as slaves. That is documented. I got records to prove that. The indigenous people of America were taken to West Africa as slaves. They were being taken to Cape Verde. They were being taken to Ghana, Guinea, all of that. Angola, yes, they were. All right? They were being taken there to West Africa as slaves. So that's why they were able to sell and trade those people, because they knew those people were not them. That's why they said the Africans saw these people as outsiders. They knew they was not the same people as them. So they didn't have no problem selling these people as slaves. Wow. So that lie that, Africans were selling Africans. No, they weren't. Africans were selling the indigenous people. That's what they were selling. They were not selling their own people. That's a lie. All right? That is a lie.
All right. Hey, they did bring Caribbean Indians to Angola and other places to find me a so-called over there. Right. Let's look at the slave voyages. Honestly, let's look at slave voyages. Let's see what they document database. Let's see. I figured it out. Itinerary. Let's say USA. Let's just say mainland North America and landed in Africa. Okay, so we're on slave voyages right now, seeing how many people landed in Africa. Let's see what the numbers say. They say 146,000. That's a big number. Hold on. At the time last day for the intra-American, that's a big number. Hold on. You tell me they sent 168,000 went to Africa from here, from the Americas, the mainland. Yeah, mainland North America. Ended up in Africa. Wait a minute. Freetown. Oh, this is going to Liberia. Let's see. Okay, by year. Okay, we got 16. We're doing it by year now. You can see if you click the timeline. 1647. Where's Calabar? You got 1647. 1700s. Gambia. Characters from Charleston. From Charleston, you got someone getting shipped from Charleston to Gambia. Nantes to Benin. Charleston to Gambia. Princess Carolina. From Bristol, Portsmouth to Africa, unspecified port. People getting sent to Mozambique. So not just West Africa, because you got Mozambique right there. Mozambique, Sierra Leone in the 1800s. Freetown. Okay, so a lot of people went to Freetown. That's not surprising. Mozambique. Okay. But yeah, 168,000 and 146,000 disembarked in Africa. People from America. Let's look at the percentage. Mostly were men. So 67% were men. and 37% were women. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's look at Spanish. Let's look at the Spanish mainland. How many were sent from the Spanish mainland to Africa? Apply. 777 disembarked. And they went to Mozambique. Some went to Mozambique. Some went to Mozambique, and some, well, most went to Mozambique. And some with this Freetown. Now, from the Spanish mainland. Now, Caribbean. How many from the Caribbean were sent? Table. Okay. 47,000 disembarked. 52 were sent from the Caribbean to Africa. And 47,000 went. 47,000 disembarked. A lot of people were taking to Mozambique too. So there's people in Mozambique that have American ties or ties to the Americas. Okay, Cuba, Freetown. So they got some Caribbeans there with the Freetown. Now let's take Africa out of here. Let's see Europe. How many were sent to Europe in total? How many people from the Americas went to Europe? 0. What? What? They don't have no numbers? That's probably because older times. From the because I kept it Caribbean. How many from 48? 58 disembarked and 48. Well, 48 disembarked and 58 were sent. Newport and Bristol. Other. What's the other? British Americas. All right. But yeah, let me look more where they landed. Sierra Leone. Let's do the Gold Coast. I'm gonna say we'll go to the Gold Coast. None, 0. 0 were sent to the Gold Coast. They have 0. Back to Benin. Let's apply that. 0 to Benin. West Central Africa and St. Helena. Let's look at the Guinea Islands. None. West Central Africa. Let's look at West Central Africa. Okay, 2,000 disembarked in West Central Africa. 2,600 disembarked in West Central Africa. New Orleans, the St. Okay. Yeah, okay. New Orleans, Boston, New York. New Orleans, Boston, New York were sent to West Central Africa. Let's look at East Africa. Madagascar. Let's look at the summary. 221 disembarked in East Africa. Madagascar. You got Madagascar. Elmina. Okay. And then let's look at Indian Ocean Islands in other Africa. Okay, in other Africa. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Some intense news. Federal lawsuit against Mississippi police.
That what happened, who filed that lawsuit against the deputies, says that he believes that what happened was egregious, and his attorney wants the deputies held civil and criminally liable.
We have to punish these officers unless these sick acts that I'm about to describe happen again.
Attorneys for two men who claim they were brutalized by 6 Rankin County deputies have filed a $400 million lawsuit against the deputies and Sheriff Brian Bailey in what the lawyer says may be one of the most egregious cases of police brutality in American history.
While they were handcuffed, they were punched. While they were handcuffed, they were beaten.
One of the men is Michael Jenkins. He was not only allegedly beaten and assaulted, but one of the deputies also shot him in the mouth.
His tongue was separate. It was holding on by a sliver when the bullet went through.
Jenkins' mom says the bullet shattered the nerve. And
dude, we trying to have some serious news. We see you. I can't. When people do this in videos, like we see the video. We see where you're pointing at. All right, bro. We saw you in the intro. We gotta see you no more.
And her son's left jaw, which has made it difficult for him to eat.
When he first came out of the hospital, I had to crush his medicine and give it to him in a syringe. I had to give him cream of chicken soup.
According to attorney Malik Shabazz, who filed the lawsuit, Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker were both subjected to a 2-hour torture session. They say it.
Yeah, dude, like your head is in the way. we can't even see the headlines because her head is in the way. What is she doing? What's up? What's up, Sayha? What's up, Hudson? Like, this is serious news, and I'm fucking laughing, dude. Like, because this shit is so unserious.
It happened in their Braxton home in rural Rankin County on January 24th.
I've never seen anything like this. I don't understand why this occurred.
According to the 49-page lawsuit, deputies handcuffed, tased, beat, and waterboarded the men, forced them to strip naked and shower together, and even used a sex toy to attempt to sexually assault them, all while hurling racial slurs.
We're calling them constantly.
You're some freaky ass police. Like, what is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Oh man, where's Miss Martinez at? These freaky ass police. Just makes you wonder, because they have secret societies for police. If you didn't know, wonder what type of maybe secret societies like having humiliation things going on. So wonder what the fuck they be doing.
Constantly referred to these men as monkeys. When they came in, they accused these young men of dating white women and selling drugs.
According to Shabazz, deputies didn't have a warrant, and they turned off their body cameras during the assault, and Jenkins' family had a hard time finding out which hospital he was in after he was shot and wounded. His mom believes Rankin County authorities wanted Jenkins to die so that he couldn't tell the story about what happened.
When he got out of the hospital, he was having nightmares. He had to sleep with the light on, and he would wake up in sweat and saying, he was just reliving the torture that he went through and over again.
Now, we did reach out to Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey, as well as his designated media spokesman, to get a response to this lawsuit. We haven't yet heard back. Now, the FBI is investigating.
You can post this and do nothing. Where is BLM? Do they have a GoFundMe? Corey Jenkins. Let's see. Michael Corey Jenkins. Corey Jenkins. Terrell Parker. Let's see. Do they have a GoFundMe? Yes, they do. This was posted in 2023. So yeah, here's the GoFundMe. If you want to support them, here's the GoFundMe. Justice for Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker. They raised $84,000. Their goal is $200,000. Help Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker, sponsored by the Eddie and Michael support team of Mississippi. Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker are survivors. Let me post this. I'll post this in the chat. I'll post this in the chat and on Twitter. There's more people if you want to support. You want to support these victims. These victims. Here's a GoFundMe. Here's a GoFundMe link. Yeah, where was the Biden administration? Hopefully people see that. But yeah, let's see. This platform sought to understand Michael's horrific ordeal for the community and to directly help Michael and Eddie survive while their lawyers fight in the federal civil court case against Rankin County. Yeah, it goes into the sign a petition, the Goon Squad sentencing petition. Yeah. Here's the sentencing petition 2. Dang, what? Let me get out of here. Log out. Log out of that. Luckily, that's an old address. Luckily, that is an old address. Thread. Share this tab instead. He wants to support petition. And then here's the petition. I posted the petition too. No BLM. What else? The Goon Squad. BlackRightsMatter.org. Okay, so that was set up by BlackRightsMatter.org. Petition as well. Yeah, get them some justice, man. YouTube. Plead guilty over torture.
Ladies and gentlemen.
6 minutes. Was going to show the video, but this is 26 minutes. But yeah, you can check it out. Where is Al Sharpton? Yeah, why hasn't this got so much coverage? So much coverage. Hasn't got that much coverage. Like, why is just 2020? Why am I first hearing about this in 2025? Like, what?
We haven't yet heard back. Now, the FBI is investigating this incident, but the attorney for both men wants State Attorney General Lynn Finch to file criminal charges in state court. For now, we're live at the federal courthouse. Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
This is my first time to this happened back in, well, this was reported back in August. Well, at least the GoFundMe was set up in August. When was the petition set up? When was the petition set up? No response. March 12th, 2024 is when the petition came around.
Men who filed that lawsuit against
You know what? All these people don't want to say anything. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I posted a link to the GoFundMe and the petition. So yeah, if you want to go support them, you can. Now on to what else we going on. Are we ready for this conference?
What black people are elevated in DEI, repackaged affirmative action. What did affirmative action do? It kept black people at the bottom of every socioeconomic statistic in the United States of America for 50 years. Why did it do it? Let me explain. You say that America is racist and that businesses are also racist. Let's put a pin in that. I'll accept that argument. What is your solution to this? Let the same racist country and the same racist businesses decide what black people are elevated in the black community. Now, what type of sense does that make?
to let your enemy, who you say is racist, decide who your leadership is going to be and what people are elevated in your community. And that's why we're still at the bottom of every socioeconomic statistic in America. They've chosen a bunch of step-in fetchits that will do their bidding. It is not about ending discrimination, y'all. It's about controlling discrimination. It's about them deciding, not the meritocracy.
Yep. It's in here. This is America. Dang, what's going on? Good chat, nice. you know, cool conversation. All right. If you're gonna live, shout out to Pharaoh Khonshu. If you're going to live, you might as well do painful, brave, and beautiful things. True. Words of encouragement. Bianca Brown experiencing Black American culture at the Bill Pickett Rodeo in the DMV. Sure, not gonna
Us all in our Cowboy Carter Yeehaw. Do you know there's a Black rodeo that stops in the DMV? Come with me to the Bill Pickett Rodeo, which also has several stops around the country. Beyonce has us all in our Cowboy Carter Yeehaw era, so when I saw this, I knew I had to go. The Bill Pickett Rodeo is an invitational rodeo celebrating contributions of Black cowboys and cowgirls to rodeo culture. As a girl who grew up in the Northeast, I must admit I knew little about what happened in the rodeo, but it was interesting insight into the rich contributions of African Americans to Western culture. I also particularly appreciated the very fine cowboys I saw, as Richard cultural. Anyways, the DMV rodeo stop is in September, and you may be thinking, oh, that's plenty of time to get a ticket, but no. Tickets for this event sell out every year and quickly, so I wouldn't wait. Let me know if you go. My name is Bianca, and I'm always going somewhere, so you might as well follow and come with me.
Okay, Bianca the Explorer. You've been in there. How was it? I will go to that. You guys have probably seen this before already, but Lincoln Heights militia chasing out neo-Nazis.
It's my baby. Yeah, definitely. It's my baby. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? My baby, yeah, man. Yeah, what do you doing? Fuck it, suck coming. Fuck on.
Nice.
All right, cool. Let the cars come. And don't let them people come back no more. I ain't gonna even say Cincinnati, nigga. This Lincoln Heights. Yeah.
But yeah, they chased out neo-Nazis. Not going back much on this video. But yeah, before I get into the meat and butter of this live, the bread and potatoes. I showed this last one. Samuel exposed in HBCU.
So in my opinion, the most underappreciated part of the Super Bowl performance is Samuel Jackson as Uncle Sam. Like, yes, he's a famous actor, but I'm assuming most of y'all don't know that this man used to be so radical that he once held MLK's father as a hostage as a part of a protest. And just to be clear, I'll say that again. This is MLK Jr. and Samuel Jackson held MLK Sr. as a hostage. So back in 1969, Samuel Jackson was a student at Morehouse College. At that time, he and other students locked the Board of Trustees, which included MLK Sr., in a room. They refused to let any of them go until they addressed the deep racial inequities that existed at the school. Now, even though Morehouse is an HBCU, it was still mostly run by white men, and its leadership structure was disconnected from the needs of Black students in the local Black community. In his own words, Jackson said, Morehouse was breeding politically correct Negroes. That was their trip. They was into making docile Negroes. We wanted a Black studies department, but they wouldn't do it. And in case it's not obvious, the tension between a young Jackson and these trustees should sound familiar. Because what was the tension between Kendrick Lamar and Jackson's character at the Super Bowl performance? Now, going back to the story, in the building while locked up, MLK Sr. started to have chest pains. And Jackson had to make a tough choice. But instead of giving up, opening the doors, and letting everyone out, they instead just decided to lower MLK Sr. out of a window so that they could continue the protest and keep the other trustees inside. They weren't backing down for any reason. They eventually won, and the board agreed to a lot of their demands, including creating a Black studies program. But Jackson and other protest leaders were suspended from the school. Both before and after this moment, Jackson had done a lot of civil rights work. He was an usher during MLK Jr.'s funeral, and he later befriended Stokely Carmichael and other Black Power movement leaders. And this literally went so far that Jackson was buying guns and preparing for armed resistance against the United States government. This was until the FBI threatened him with death and Jackson's mother forced him to leave Atlanta.
Oh,
Now, decades later, the same man who fought against the establishment is now embodying it as Uncle Sam in the Super Bowl performance. That's a full circle moment. Because on one hand, we should know that Jackson does not represent the ideals of this character in his real life. But on the other hand, it forces us to ask, what happens when revolutionaries grow older and sometimes become representative of the same establishments that they once fought against? Whether it's because of trauma, wisdom, or other lived experience, why do they sometimes do everything they can to mold the youth to be more acceptable, as Jackson's character does in this performance? Well, that was my takeaway, but I want to hear yours. Let me know what you think in the comments, and comment the word newsletter specifically if you want to be DM'd a link to my Substack, where I have a full in-depth analysis of the entire performance. And of course, follow for more.
Get the Indigenous Black American Heritage flag.
Yeah. B. Oh man. Well, also something. Shout out to Seba. Ancient American diet consisted of prominently maize, corn, chili peppers, beans, and squash. Hunting, foraging, farming was essential collecting fish, lobster, deer, turkey, sweet potatoes, pineapples, avocados, and tomatoes. Because we're not going through what they were going through. Did you mean BS? Let's see. Ancient Maya cuisine. We got a Wikipedia to ancient Maya cuisine. Okay, so you copy. All right, cool. Okay, so we got the Wikipedia for that. What else? BBC talks what did the Maya eat. Ancient Maya maize, squash, and beans, which would be considered three sisters, and chili peppers. One of the maize was the most popular, and they ground it up and made tortillas to wrap meat and bones in it. Chili peppers, tomatoes, avocado, pineapple, pumpkins, and sweet potatoes were grown by tree cropping. Deer, armadillo, monkeys, guinea pigs, turtle, and iguanas were all hunted. Fish, lobsters, and shrimp were caught from the seas. Dogs and turkeys may have been domesticated. So they ate deer, armadillo, monkeys. Fried monkey or barbecued monkey in this instance, probably. The Maya were first people to grow the cocoa plant for food. Cocoa was a gift from the gods. The Mayan theobroma means the food of the gods. Cocoa beans were used as ceremonial sacrifices to the gods. Chocolate was drunk at wedding ceremonies. Cocoa beans, grounded and mixed with chili peppers, honey, and cornmeal were served as a special drink only to the rich. And maize was said to be a food of creation since the first humans were crafted from an ear of corn in Mayan mythology. Where the foods are still eaten today. Tobacco, tortillas, avocados used in guacamole, and corn dough used to make tamales. Chocolate is still eaten all over the world. I don't want to take a quiz. Thank you. Thank you, BBC, because I don't want to take a quiz. Do not want to take a BBC quiz. Oh, boy. What else? Before we get into, just want to promote the Discord. If you want to stop through, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. I'm about to send a link to the Discord. Drop a link to the Discord in the chat. Invite. Let me see. Settings. Let's go to server settings. I think invites should be somewhere. Invites. There we go. 20 uses. General invite code. Why can't I just copy the link? Hello? Copy link? Oh, these are all the active ones. Why can't I copy the link? But I'm gonna drop the link. I'm just gonna create another link and just drop it. Invite link. Copy. Settings. Invite people. Yes. Copy. Edit, invite. I don't really care. Never. Generate, copy the link. Gonna drop this in the Discord. Gonna drop this in the comments if you want to join the Discord. If you want to keep updated with what I got going on, about to drop it on Twitter too. About to drop it in on Twitter. And if you want to pull up to the stream, please feel free to. If you want to come up on the stream and talk to me, you can do so as well. If you want to come up on the stream and talk to me. StreamYard. I ain't got no likes. Hello? What are y'all doing on Twitter? No likes for the stream at all? No likes or retweets on my stream. Amazing. But yeah. Hope y'all liked it on YouTube at least, right? Good. 10. How many likes we got? 10. 4 likes. Nice. Nice for the YouTube. Did I get any subscribers? Did I get any subscribers? Nope. I'm still at 424 subscribers. So it is what it is. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, the link is there. All right, now. Shout out to Ani Asaru. What's been going on today? What else has been going on today? Yeah, Sibu was checking out what Sibu was talking about. Oh yeah, this has been going on too. Have you ever, these are for folks on, have you ever seen Twitter post replies view count go backwards? I've witnessed a phenomenon with several of my tweets and replies. I've also watched my tweets I like disappear. Oh yeah, that's weird. Makes me wonder if this is exclusive to Black and American accounts. Like, dude, yeah, Twitter's always fucking with my Twitter account. Like, Elon needs to get his shit together. If you want us on the app or not. Because I know I bring Elon revenue. But he can constantly shout, like, why don't you want to stick with the accounts that give you revenue? Like, I'm able to go viral easily on your app. I'm able to go viral easily on your app. Why not keep it going? So you can have more, like, these CEOs, and they don't think. They're not as smart as we think they are, honestly. Like, this person's bringing you countless views to your app, which brings ad revenue to your app. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, these losers on Twitter, man. Not only are people slow and eager to start ish, it's becoming really hard. I'm not being fucked with, but hey, so whoever you are, or you're not a good person, I'm gonna say that you said a lot, which now I have so many questions because only a guilty person does what you did. Only can wonder why you were so upset, because y'all be hiding something too. Let's see. Let's read this back and forth. But yeah, this guy USC football, he's always doing some weird shit, harassing people on the internet. Like, he has a whole, like, his applies is harassing Indians. Only certain tribes are only allowing it to pay the membership to protect them from deportation. I didn't name tribes. If you look it up, you can see they have been arrested for this shit since the early 2000s. Nothing new. This shit wasn't happening with the Florida, you piece of shit. Like, what? Like, who talks to people like that? Yamasi, who are wannabes. Like, the Yamasi aren't wannabes. Because this has to be that reptilian dude that was on this live stream before. Let me guess. Right. Yes, I have a problem. Indigenous ancestors problems. Wait, what? You're a fraud. Shut the fuck up. Like, who talks to women like that? Lots for violating. Like, how does your account get locked? Like, that's that weird shit I'm talking about. How do you violate? You're weird as fuck. Wrong, sick in the head. Seek help. Oh. Yeah, you can't say this stuff on Twitter. You cannot insinuate people harming themselves on Twitter. That's why they got violated. Like, yeah, you can't tell people to hop off a bridge on Twitter. You shouldn't be telling people to hop off a bridge in general. Anyway, no matter the circumstances. But, you can't do that on Twitter. That's a no-no. But, yeah. And I commented. He stays in my tweets every day. And it's obvious these trolls are baiting to get our accounts clipped into silences. Personally, I'm tired of the ignorant ninjas popping up on my timeline. Like, these weirdos. Like, why do you constantly engage with people that you don't want to hear from? I don't get it. I don't get it, but to each their own, I guess. You're the one that's being stretched out. I said stressed out, not me. I could give two shits. I don't lose sleep at night about what these trolls talk about, honestly. So, yeah, what do I say? Then blockers, loser. There's solutions to your complaint. Why don't you act on it? Like, if you don't want to see this stuff, then block people. Or say you're not interested. Like, I hope people I hope these actually are paid agents instead of mentally ill people with a fucking phone. Like, this shit's stupid. Shit is stupid. But shout out to Pharaoh again. But have you started your genealogy yet? Make sure you guys do your genealogy, do your due diligence. Uphold your ancestors and their old traditions. And with that being said, I'm going to end this live here. I don't have much else to talk about. Till next time, peace.